Dear students, today I continue the revision of topics called optics and current electricity. In the previous class, I had told you about the introduction of optics, about optics. What is optics and what are the branches of optics? In the previous class, I told you, and some important concepts of the optics also I told you. Today, let us study about this important concepts of current electricity. Important concepts of current electricity. Now, already some part of this topic have been told to you in the physics class, and you might be knowing what is the some important definitions of this topic. But still, as it is a revision of classes, previous classes, or revision of some topics which are covered in the previous years, that is like the secondary science. I continuing with the same. Some of them may be repetition, but still I can say that it will make you perfect when you hear the topics again and again. Therefore, starting with what is electricity or what is current electricity, it is the rate of change of flow of charges across the cross section of the conductor. So that is called current electricity. It is the rate of flow of electrical charges through the cross section of the conductor. That is electric current. Correct? Electric current. Electric current is that branch, that is the quantity, physical quantity, in which flow of charges takes place. Rate of flow of charges takes place at the cross section of the conductor. So here, first of all, let me tell you what is current electricity. Current electricity is that branch of physics again. It is a branch of physics which deals with electric current, effects of electric current, sources of electric current. Correct? It all comes under current electricity. There are, that sources of electric current or effects of electric current. Okay, and here, as you know that you study all these in this branch of physics, that is current electricity. First of all, what are sources? Then I will go to that again. Definition of electric current. Sources. So there is a current. I told you, if it is a current, there is a flow of charges across the cross section of the conductor. So when the flow of charges takes place, current flow is just like water flow. Current flow is just like water flow. Water will flow when it will flow when there is a difference in level of surface. Water will flow. Water will flow from height or higher level to the lower level. Higher surface to the lower surface. Like that, water will flow. Just like that, just like water flow, here also current flow takes place, electric current flow takes place, or charges move only when there is a difference of potential between 2 points. Charges are in motion here. Whenever charges are in motion, then only there is a possibility of flow of current. Therefore, sources means what? Where where current can be generated. How the current can be generated? That is the question mark here. And what are the sources then of electric current? So therefore, if you take now DC current, now there are current may be DC, direct current which flows in only one direction. Current which flow in only one direction is called direct current. Direct current. Okay, steady current. You can say compared to other current like alternating current. It is steady current. That is called direct current. Current which flows only in one direction. So that means here, suppose if you take cell. Now this is cell, and if you take battery, now this is battery. These are all DC sources. Source of DC, that direct current. So that is cell. Positive terminal, negative terminal. Long vertical line indicates positive side, smaller line indicates negative terminal. Here, positive side, negative side. See, these are sources of direct current. Direct current means current which flows in only one direction. Only one direction. Suppose if you plot the graph here, I versus T, then straight line you can get. Straight line, not like this, sorry. You may get here horizontal line in case of direct current. Then direct current sources means what? You may take dry cells. So if you connect dry cell in the circuit, suppose this is a conductor. Now what happens? The flow of charges across the cross section of the conductor. Now what happens here? In the conductor, the difference of potential should exist. One should be positive. Therefore, I told you it is positive side, negative side. Whenever difference of potential is there, difference of potential exists between 2 points of conductor, then current flows. Then the current flows. Otherwise, there is no possibility of flow of current. Therefore, here can show arrow mark from positive terminal of the cell to negative terminal of the cell. Usually, this is conventional direction of current. But direction of current usually current flow is always from negative terminal of cell to positive terminal of the cell. So this is one source. Suppose that source cell. There may be chemical cell. There may be dry cells. You might be seen in day-to-day life, like dry cells. In day-to-day life, you might have seen this dry cells. Usually in transistors, in tape recorders, or in torches, or in remote controls. We are using these dry cells. They may be of 1.5 volt each. 1.5 volt each. If you want 3 volt, you have to connect them series. Then 3 volt you can get. So like that, these are dry cells. Steady current. Current will be steady here. So this is called direct current. Sources are dry cells, or you can say chemical cells. So here in the chemical cells, you can give example like Lagrange cell, or Daniell cell. cell. Lactose cell, linear cell. These are the chemical cells. Where the current flow is because of chemical effect of current. Chemical effect. I will explain you what is chemical effect of current. This is one of the effects of current. Because of that, here there is a difference of potential between two terminals of the cell and current flow takes place. Charges flow takes place. So that is Lagrange cell or Daniell cell. Here chemical reaction takes place in the chemical cells. So like this you have is direct current, and direct current not only from these sources, but sometimes you can convert alternating current to the direct current using rectifiers, and you can have eliminators. Eliminator is also, you can say, it is a source of direct current. Eliminator, conversion of AC to DC, AC to DC here can be done. So using this circuit called rectifiers. So that is eliminators. So like this is about direct current. I think you have understood now one source of current called direct current properly. Correct? What I told you, first of all, definition of electric current. Electric current, that is the rate of flow of charges across the cross section of the current. I is current. I is equal to Q divided by, correct? Q divided by. Q is charge. T is time. So rate of flow of charges. So suppose unit coulomb per second or ampere. You can write capital A as the unit of current. That is, capital A means ampere. Capital A means ampere. And usually in laboratories, milliampere, microampere meters are, means to measure the current. Ammeter is a instrument which will measure current on the scale. So usually that scale is in milliampere or microampere. The scale of that ammeter is in milliampere or microampere. The small current, that is 10 to the power of minus 3, 10 to the power of minus 6, conversion into ampere. Usually, okay. So therefore, this is about the direct current. Then another source called as alternating current. There may be alternating current. See, alternating current. It is called briefly AC. Sometimes you are called AC. So here what happens? There is a current variation with time. Current varies with time here. How? Sinusoidally. We will study it in detail afterwards. Current varies with time here. In half cycle it is in positive. In half it is in positive half cycle, and next half it is negative half cycle. So that current varies with time in this alternating current. Current varies with time. Here sources. First of all, I will put source because we are discussing about sources of current. So here alternating current. So alternating current, the means that we are obtaining from the board. Electrical means plug pin you are switching and you are getting alternating current immediately. But source, it is important. Source of alternating current is not here, not local it is. You may think that there is a transformer, it is source of current. No, it is not source of current. It is only convert high voltage to low voltage to high voltage. That is the use of transformer. Then you can say where the current, alternating current is generated. Alternating current is generated in the stations, like there are different types of generating methods of AC. Different methods are there. They are, one is hydroelectric station. Hydroelectric, from hydro means water, water flow. Okay, water flow. So that water made to flow from higher level to lower level, made to fall on coil. Coil. The coil, as it rotates in magnetic field, uniform magnetic field, between two magnetic field, the coil rotates. Then what happens? Alternating EMF is induced. So that is how the alternating current is generated. We will discuss about this in electromagnetic induction, or when the alternating current starts. So, but that is not generated here in a hydroelectric station or in a nuclear power reactor. From nuclear power reactor we can get this current, alternating current. Only they generate there at that station. Wherever dams are there also small amount of quantity of current, alternating current is generated, so that it will be supplied to locally there only. Even we can generate alternating current here only, locally also, using windmills. Okay, so therefore that you must know. There are also sources, but what is the symbol? Symbol of alternating current in the diagram you can write it. Symbol. You should not forget, because now you are going to study this in detail now. This year, all the electrical symbols you must know. Whatever symbol I draw now for DC now, DC source. Now I am drawing symbol for AC source. AC source. Then I have not mentioned here positive negative side. Why? Because alternately the phase changes here. Positive negative. But there is a only direction. I told you in DC current. So therefore, I not mentioned here positive terminal or negative terminal, or positive side or negative side of the AC source. So that source of AC is either in the generating stations. Generating stations means they may be hydroelectric power stations or nuclear power stations. There are different methods of generating alternating current nowadays. So therefore, that you must know that this is AC source, alternating current source. Then you must also know here. You must also know what is, now I told you that EMF, some of you are writing EMF, electromotive force. Electromotive force. So what is electromotive force? The force required to move the charge all around the circuit. The force required to move the charge, because I told you, unless until the charge is moved, there is no flow of current. So when charges flow will be there, then there is a flow of current. So therefore, electromotive force is that force required to move the charge all around the circuit. So usually we are writing EMF of cell like that, batteries like that. EMF of cell means what? Suppose that linear cell 1.5 volt, sometime we write here 1.5 volt, 1 volt. Voltage, volt is the unit of that EMF, or potential difference, you write unit as voltage, volt. See what is the unit I am writing now, don't write small v, capital V, don't write small e, capital E, don't write EMP. You should write units properly in the physics, then only you get correct marks there. So therefore, here potential difference unit is V. And what is this? You must know. Sometimes you may ask what is current also, because it is required now. in current electricity topic, it is required to know fundamental concepts. Study the fundamental concepts properly, and whenever you have questions, you can ask questions now. So like this, you must know these things. Then, whenever current flow will take place, you have to limit, you have to control that current. According to requirement, the flow of current should be there in particular part of diagram of the circuit diagram or circuit. So then what happens here, how to control for that opposite power, opposition to that flow is required. Opposition to the flow of current is required. That is called resistance. That is called resistance. Resistance is opposition to the flow of current. Resistance is opposition to the flow of current. So what extent it will oppose, then current will be limited, controlled. Otherwise, current will flow as it is. Current will flow as it is. So therefore, resistance is required. R symbol, and usually the symbol for this is like this. Write symbol for resistance like this in the diagram. Correct? Unit of resistance is ohm. See how I am writing now. Ohm. Okay. And usually we write like this. That is also unit of resistance. Unit of resistance. So that you must know what is resistance, what is voltage, what is current. Then these resistances usually they may we write in kilo ohm, or we write like this kilo ohm. Kilo means conversion into ohm. We write mega ohm. Right, mega ohm. Conversion is that you must know. Conversion kilo to ohm, mega ohm to 10 to the power of 6 ohm. So that conversion is important here in the electric current or current electricity. See, this study of these fundamentals is very important in current electricity. And sometimes if you require more opposition, more resistances, they may be connected in series. If you connect two resistances in series, they are added. If you connect two resistances in parallel, then equivalent resistance will be again less. So therefore that equivalent resistance means what? Suppose two resistances connected in series, this series connection is series connection, and here equivalent resistance is Rs, R1 plus R2. If you connect them in parallel, how do you connect now? Like this. Parallel is called parallel connection, R1, R2. Here Rs, here it is Rp. R1, R2 divided by R1 plus R2, Rp. So according to requirement, given the diagram, they may be connected in series or parallel. Resistance may be of different types. You might be seeing now. Nowadays, all these measurements of these three, whether it is voltage, whether it is current, whether it is resistance, there are measurements of these can be done by analog meters or by digital meters. There are two types of meters: analog meters or digital meters. Analog meters means there is an instrument where you can see the scale divisions properly. You can like this analog meters, right? And here what happens, the pointer moves here on this scale, the pointer moves or deflects as the current flows, it will give deflection. It is analog meter. Analog meter, it is called analog meter. Here deflection, current, voltage A or B, correct? It is called analog meter. At the center, the deflection will take place. As soon as you can read this by scale method, But here in digital meter, what happens? Directly you are getting readings. There is a scale, digital scale. In the digital scale, directly you can get reading 10 volt, 10 ampere, whatever is there. Directly you can get digital digits there, digital meters. So there are two types again to measure all these three: resistance, current, voltage. Resistance also. Okay, but resistance usually there are different types. One is box type. You are using resistance box. You are using resistance box, and you are using again decade resistance box. Decade resistance. Decade means again there is a decimals you can get here. Decade decimals 0.1, 0.01, 0.02, 0.003 like that. So like that different types are there, or multipliers, 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 2, 10 to the power 3 like that. Decade resistances. So like this you can get here resistance measurements, okay, or current measurements and voltage measurement. That what you are doing now in the class, in the practical classes, you will come to know all such things, which is digital, which is analog. That you must know nowadays, because the watches, now you are getting digital watches, or you may get the small ordinary watch that cannot be digital, correct? In digital watches only you can get dates, you can get time, minutes up to second you can measure the time. Like that you must know the particular things here now to make your knowledge up to date. So just go through the board, come back, just go through the board now. Whatever I told you, 1 minute.